Ugh. I'm burping everyone's ear holes. I'm coughing. Holy fuck! So I'm looking at. I shaked up my gamer sub. It's all foamy. I don't know why. It's all foamy. Oh, bombs up. Yeah, it's never foamed up like that before. You know why? Because I did. I mean, yeah, I did. And usually when I wash stuff, I do rinse it out just in case of like that's then a little bit of washing up liquid. But I don't think it's that. I think I just shaked it too hard. All foamy inside. Well, hello, everyone. Just fine. Yeah, Wednesday. It's Wednesday, but also New Year's Day. It's 2025. Yay! And I still got a fucking cold. I'm so annoyed because like by Sunday I was starting to feel better because I went and saw the Sonic movie and I shall talk about that a bit later depending on how I feel. And the next day I was like, ugh. And then the day I was like, ugh. I felt a little bit better today. I had some cold flu medicine before going live, so hopefully that'll kick in. Help me out. We'll see how, as usual, we'll see how I go. I think what it is just like everyone in the house has been sick, and every time one of us seems to get better, the one who isn't better gives them the cold, and it's constant cycle round. I've had this cold since the 20th of December, so it's been about almost 2 weeks. But today's activities is going to do a bit of chatting. We haven't done just chatting for a while. We're going. It's about 2020. Well, 2024. So wait, it's really distracting me. It's just really foamy. I'll show you. I keep thinking I've got a fucking webcam. Like, I'll show you how foamy it looks. I don't know why it's so foamy. I've shaken this stuff before. It's never been this foamy before. And you know, 2025, as well as the Sonic movie, because I didn't want to talk about because we've been talking about it most of this year, so it makes sense to just give my final thoughts. Which I will put up spoiler warnings and everything, because we'll have to do that. Alright, that's in. Let's get it. The camera activated. I disappeared again. That's not the camera. Where are you? There we go. Activate. Like, look at this. I don't know if it shows up very well, but it's all foamy for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I just shaked it and it's all foamy. Tastes fine. Doesn't taste like there's washing up liquid in it. It tastes as usual. I guess it just got foamed up somehow. Anyway. But because I'm still getting over a cold, I am gonna. And also, then we're gonna play some Genshin. We'll see how I feel by that point, because we're gonna do quite a bit of talking. I definitely feel like I'm getting over, because like I had a sore throat yesterday, and I just usually feel bunged up a little bit, little stuff like that. But yeah, 2024 was a year to say the least. Because for me, it felt like it was dragging on forever, and I feel like it was because of the sleep issues. For the bit of time, for those who do not know, around March, I started having issues where I was feeling uncomfortable in my bed, which was affecting my sleep. That might also be the reason why the cold's still lingering, because I'm not getting particularly decent sleep. And at first I thought, oh, I probably just need a new pillow. Got a new pillow. Within a month, everything was fine. Then I was sleeping uncomfortable again. Oh, it must be the bed. Get a new bed. Then I think that was like maybe 2 months, and then sleeping fine. Then okay, then it wasn't. Maybe new mattress, 2-3 months in, sleeping fine. Mattress top of bed, sleeping fine, but then not sleeping fine. Seeing the doctors, because of like the giant gaps between seeing the doctors, which is the only problem with the British healthcare. Is sometimes you have to be waiting a while, which makes sense if it's not a priority. Because I had my blood test, and they came out negative, and they have sent me to. They sent to contact the previous the doctor again. It's tomorrow they're going to be contacting me. I don't have a time So it could be any time tomorrow. So I probably won't end up streaming tomorrow, especially with my hours being different at work, which will go back to normal in on the 6th. So everything should be back to normal as far as streams goes. Oh. Foamy. Why are you so foamy? Because something wrong with like the water. Because it's poured water from the from this stuff will eventually kick in. I also got Lucas in, which has been kind of frustrating this year because we started off this year trying to do something different last year, I mean, and that had been drawing, but because of the lack of sleep, I just haven't had the focus. As I've said this before, the more tired I am, the harder is it for my brain to focus on anything, which really sucks. So hopefully for this year, hopefully get to doctor, get to the bottom of this, and I can sleep a lot better. I don't sleep particularly well already because of insomnia, but never this badly. I am really distracted by how foamed up this game of sub is. If I shake up a little bit, like just give a little. I'm still very foamy. Oh, having a good beer or something. Anyway, this happens. I think also what 2024 was kind of like a show of the year was not because every one of the problems was definitely keeping all my like emotions bottled up and not talking about anything that's going wrong with me personally, because it's just like when I stream, I don't want to be like, you know, because you know there's people going through a lot of stuff, and I don't want to be like another person just whining about their problems. Because I want when I want people to come on the stream, I want, you know, people to have fun and laugh, because you know life can be very shitty at times, and sometimes we need time to like have you know to I want to, you know, be kind of a stream where people just have a laugh and forget about the worries about the world. But I think last year proved that also not talking about it is a bad thing. And I think like going through 2025, I feel like I'm definitely gonna try to talk about it if there's generally something like that's on my mind. I just need to get it out there, because I don't have any friends, and I don't know why my family about them. But I want to do it all the time. I think like definitely there's that kind of a balance, because I want to talk about depression stuff all the time and make everyone feel depressed, but not talking about it, as I realized last year, was not a good idea. Either. Why is it so funny? And it was another learning from last year. I went completely dead, but it still hasn't been all bad. Like last year, we seem to slowly but growing the channel, and I actually have an active people chat. Was just another year of that. Like the previous year was like that, and this year even more so. Like when we got to the year roundup, seeing so many people who were actively chatting was nice, and real people, not damn scammers or people just trying to get you to like follow actual real, you know, people. And like I said, I always do appreciate it. And I always say this, if you just want to watch the streams and chill, that's totally fine. That's totally fine too. Never feel pressure to talk. It's not worse than, you know, forced conversations. I think the foamness of this is going down a bit. Sorry if I keep sniffing. I should probably blow my nose. It's not that running though. I'm definitely. That's the point about this call. There's going to be more new people, and I'm going to just hear my bunged up nose. I think like other things going into this is not being afraid to just pause for how long I need to get my thoughts out and stuff. I think another thing I need to try and not be afraid to do is because I said I have problems with reading. Don't know if it's dyslexia. I just know I can't read that well. Who knows? And names are one of those things, and I really should like anytime someone like follows. It's just because in Discord, because I have a channel made in private on the Discord server. It's private that I put names in because you know you got the text to speech. They could just say the names out loud, but I'm always too embarrassed to do it on stream. And I really shouldn't because I think most people don't understand that people struggle reading and stuff. I think another thing is like as this year's gone, I feel like I've felt like I think everyone eventually does do this when they start. They're too afraid to fully be their unapologetic self because they're worried about losing your viewers and followers, and that can be very stressful because like you shouldn't be afraid to be yourself. And I think like I am going to try and be more myself if I want to make fucking dumb ass dad jokes or I don't know, dirty jokes. That's just my humor. Dad jokes or sexual innuendos. I shouldn't be afraid to be myself. And my brain is still still trying to think. That. That's what I think is the hope for 2025. Where we can get. I don't want to repeat myself, but I really do hope I can get this whole like fucking sleeping issue sorted, so that I can be at least somewhat close to my usual self. Didn't mean to mute the music. It was just a little too quiet. But it's like as far as the channel goes, like as I've always said before, always best mentality is always best to hope, not expect. I don't expect by the end of this year to be doing this as a job. I hope it happens, but I'm not expecting it to happen anytime soon. It's one of those things. I said enough times. If I reach 90 years old and still not doing this as a job, I'd be perfectly fine with that. As long as one, I'm having fun, and two, everyone is having and everyone there goes it, brain. And hopefully everyone has fun too watching, and that even if even if I only have like a couple people watching or a couple people commenting, that is good enough for me. Because I think that was a realization last year as well, when I was actually kind of satisfied with how the channel was going, because it was actually having like real people engaged. Because like I said, and someone who came from doing YouTube for like 7 years, and most of the people engaging in the content were people either scammers, bots, or people trying to get you to sub to their channel. And coming on here, where I still kind of get that, but it is definitely few and far between. Having actual people engaged, having people actually like, care about the content that I do. And what? So I keep getting distracted by this because I'm tired, but it's just my game subs is so foamed up. I don't know why. Because I do have some ideas for doing other stuff outside of stream. Because we do unboxing streams occasionally. But like I said, I got a bunch of shirts that have holes in them. And I know part of me just feels like it could be fun just to try and sew those holes up. Maybe learn some cross stitching. Like just doing random stuff like that sounds like fun. But once again, my sleep issues, it's hard to focus, so especially with sewing, because there's a good chance with my lack of sleep I'm going to prick myself with a needle. I usually actually be pretty good at sewing though. I've always had that mentality of like just fixing shirts or trousers. If it's got like a tiny hole in it, there's no sense throwing away. You can just sew that little bad boy up. But I haven't done sewing in a while. But hopefully I don't have to wait too long trying to like get down to the issue of what's going on, of waking up feeling uncomfortable in my sleep. I think it's getting pretty bad because last 2 days I had like my shoulders were sore. I thought it might be just from the cold coughing a lot and stuff, but I think it might be from the sleep. But it's better today now. It's a lot better. But I don't know. Maybe because I see a lot of people talk about like 2024, even the previous year. Right? My cable. That's another thing. We eventually get. But yeah. There's something about 2025 just feels right. I don't, like I said, I don't expect anything major to happen. Oh, just whacked the tripod, the webcam was on, knocked it to the ground. Hold on one moment. There's no cats in it. There's just me. Also, I keep forgetting, we might not be able to stream for a very long time. Although I don't have work today, it is also my sister's birthday, and we're going out to have lunch. Around 5? We'll most likely end up doing lunch or something. There we go. Trying to think, was anything else that that happened in 2022? At least parts of the channel. I guess the other thing would be like leaving Twiller and moving to Blue Sky. Definitely, I said this before. It definitely was like a breath of fresh air. It is kind of still a shame that most people I follow aren't still on there yet, which like we said before, I get. Like, it takes a long time to build a lot of following, and like most people don't want to jump to a new site and post the same stuff if they're going to get more engagement on one versus the other. So that's like understandable. But definitely being on Blue Sky definitely helped a lot with my mental health, especially being on a platform that feels like there's real people there to engage and chat with if I wanted to. I think that's another thing I wanted. I keep doing. I think it's almost like every year for me to try and engage more, trying to like instead of just always posting, especially on the Discord, so where I just where I don't really post much myself. I don't interact with you guys on there. I want to try to. It's just the constant conversations, and you see, not good at starting them and doing. So it's a tricky thing for me, but I want to at least try to. As I said, forced conversations aren't good either. But yeah, I think because the other thing I won't ever talk about is like drama between like content creators, because like because always my mentality is a lot of when it comes to like drama with like content creators doing stuff, a lot of them are just doing it for attention. I don't see the point of giving them more attention, and I don't personally know them, so why the fuck if it doesn't my mentality is if it doesn't personally affect me, why the fuck should I give a damn about another content that's done something shitty, shocking horror that not everyone in the world is good. There's people thriving that bullshit. That's why they try to create controversy, but there is no controversy. Let's hope that at least in this year that rage bait bullshit dies. This year, and it's just less of it, because there's always going to be a new thing each year that people try and look for the easiest thing for like clout. Let's just hope it's actually some positive for think I'm coughing. I'll try and cough away from the mic. Let's try to. Yeah. As far as like other things, probably something for this shit. Games wise, there isn't much because most games, I'll be surprised if they come out this year, especially like GTA 6. That's still one of those ones of like, I still don't feel like it's going to be this year. I'll be surprised if it does, but I doubt it will. Because the only games that I feel like are actually, you know, it's funny. I keep forgetting what games are this year. Let's see. I'm sure I can find a list of 20. Let's see. Let's see. 2025. Let's see if I can find a. Well, the most this is recent enough. It's December 17th. This was 17 hours ago. What games are coming out in 2025? That actually peak my interest. Well, they've got January sorted. I don't think it's going to be out in January. That reminds. Now it clicked in my brain. We will do like my game of the year list thing because we usually do it around December, but like. Due to lack of sleep and stuff, most games we haven't finished yet. And I want at least somewhat finish. We might try and do it like the middle or towards the end of January because there's nothing else in January. Even look at this list. I thought Freedom Wars was coming out. That's one of those ones I never finished when I was on the dealer, but I'm not like, oh my god, I really need to play that either. Let's see. Wow, in January we had this many games coming out. Nothing that I feel because I feel like because there's obviously the Switch 2, which we don't know when that's coming out. I feel like it's either May or November, and there's most likely going to be like IPs for it. I do wonder though. Like, is it going to be as good as when the Switch released? Because the Switch at launch had Breath of the Wild, but throughout the year we got like Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey. Those were really awesome. I wonder. I mean, it's going to be exciting to see what it is, though. Like, it's not the Switch itself. Like, I'm not too bothered by the design. It's probably not going to be. Hopefully, it's not going to be drastic. I think it's still funny to me that so many people complain that it's going to be like as powerful as the PS4 because the PS4 was 20 years old, but yet the difference between PS4 and PS5 graphics isn't that huge. It means like if third-party companies want to put their games on there, they won't be as difficult as it used to be, as it was with the Switch. Because the fact that EA's managed to put Star Wars Star Wars Jedi Survivor on last-gen consoles just shows how there is that much difference. I mean, like Spider-Man 2, I thought wasn't much of a difference in graphical fidelity. It wasn't until I saw a fucking side-by-side that I saw the difference. Because, like, PS3 and PS4, there was actually a difference for game consoles that were exclusively to the PS4. Like, if you look at Infamous 2 and then look at Infamous Second Son, there's a difference. Anyway, we'll look at that February now. I'm pretty sure it's probably not going to be too much later in the year compared to last year. Because I think by like February, because there was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Yeah, nothing. In March, I mean, right in between that time, there might be more games announced and stuff coming out. Yeah, because I know there's because I know game I actually am really excited because it looks like kind of different. Because my problem with AAA games is that most of them just seem to be focused on making the same previous games but in prettier graphics. So that's what Spider-Man 2 was for me. I'm not saying it was bad; it was just like kind of okay. It makes it a little like just that little less exciting to get excited for for the triple aces. Well, I'm not that excited for GTA 6, at least until we see gameplay of it. I mean, there's Atomfall, which is supposed to be like Fallout, but in the UK, which might be a good one. That's one of those ones like I might wait and see what the reviews say about it. That's in March. Now we're in April. It definitely feels like, I don't know if this is me personally because I want to taste video games, but it does feel like it might be a while before we play anything. And also this year feels like when it comes to games that more of them I want to play for myself than I want to play on stream versus last year. Because as I said before, I just go with what I feel like I want to play either on or off stream. You know, nothing really in April. May. There's only like 2 games. That's as far as now is announced, because we could still get announcements in between those, especially May. But that's interesting. The fact that May is kind of empty. I wonder if the Switch 2 might be coming out there. But another reason is obviously like a lot of companies apparently are like holding back the release of their games because they don't want to because they know if they release, regardless of what GTA 6 ends up being, it's going to sell millions, if not billions, and not one single company is going to want to put their game out the same month around theirs. That's everything up to May, and this list just shows games that are unannounced for 2025 but don't have any like firm release dates yet, which is always an indication of like might be next year. Oh, there is Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I never got to play when it was on the Wii U, and I do love mechas. That's another one maybe for me. Yeah, because like there is games like there's the Bioshock inspired game made by the Kevin Levine, the people who made Bioshock, which I forget what it was called. But that's another is it this year situation. That's another one for if it's this year, because it's still no like because even if you give a year, it still doesn't mean it's going to come out that year. Because like Kingdom Hearts 2 had a 2018 release and then ended up coming out in 2019. They didn't give a month for it; they just gave a year. There is Death Stranding 2 on the beach. But that's another one of the ones I might end up playing for myself. But like I said, that's announced this year, but it's not saying it's going to happen this year. Doom: The Dark Ages, that's another one. Oh, do you know there is another one, but it doesn't have announced? Is the Indiana Jones game, because that's coming to PlayStation, PlayStation 5, and but it's no like release, so it's spring, which could be anywhere. But that might be what I actually want to play on shit, because apparently it's really good. It's the thing, like it's announced for fall of 2025 GTA 6, that is, but my stance on it is this: if we don't see gameplay, let's say by May of this year for GTA 6, we've only got cinematics, there's a good chance it's 2020. It's 20 by this year, May this year, it's probably 2026 for GTA. And if people get mad about that, like keep in mind they had no reason to show that trailer the previous year. The only reason they did is because of the gameplay leak footage. So if it gets pushed to 2026, don't go attacking fucking Rockstar, blame the assholes who wanted clout so bad that they would hack the company to release fucking get unfinished gameplay footage, might I add, of a game because they want all those online or internet points that mean react shit when your post gets taken down. There was like spring 2025 for the Indiana Jones game on PlayStation. It is. And there's also Little Nightmares 3, but Little Nightmares 3 is giving me Little Big Planet 3 vibes, where it's not necessarily a bad game, but it just feels like it's a sequel being made because the last two were very popular. It's a sequel being made because of money and not necessarily because of creativity. Like Little Big Planet 3, I never even finished like the campaign for that because it's just like it wasn't bad. It was just like it's just kind of okay. And that's how Little Nightmares 3 feels for me, at least. Oh yeah, there's also. Do you know what's funny? It's funny thing is if Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater comes out this year, that'd be perfect year to release this because in the Chinese Zodiac for this year is is the snake. That's one of the ones I feel like it's like September. I don't know. That one just feels like it's later in the year for me. So this list has. I think there's how many games were like announced for this year that haven't got dates yet. A lot, but there's also what's it like? Expedition 33. That's a game I'm definitely excited for if it comes this year as well. Sorry. Because that game just looks so cool. Like it looks like it's taking inspirations from a lot of stuff. And you know, Persona. My brain can't think, but yeah. I mean, there is also. I'm trying to think about because there's Silent Hill Towerfall, which is supposed to be PC according to this. Sonic. Oh, because they didn't. That's a Sonic game. The Sonic Racing game might be the Sonic game for this year. I never really got into the racing games. The only ones I ever got into was Sonic Riders ones, where they actually like added like a story to it, which was a lot of fun. Then they funded it by making the third one a Connect exclusive, and it was bad apparently. That's Sega for you with Sonic. They always manage to like have something great and then kind of ruin it. That's why, like, despite the Sonic games we've got in the last couple of years being pretty good, I still always like have be always cautious about because there's always a chance. The fact that they not once but twice released a Sonic game, unfinished Sonic game with Sonic 06 and Sonic Boom, doesn't give me hope that they won't do that again. Because they could. Apparently, they've put like a list of things they're doing. It's like apparently they are going to do a sequel to Sonic Frontiers, but also a remake, which so many people keep thinking Sonic Heroes. I don't know wrong with that. It's definitely like out of the main Sonic games, that's definitely one of the ones that needs a remake. But it's just like it's just such an odd one to do because the adventure, especially with the Sonic movie, which we'll be talking about in a minute. It would make so much sense to do adventure too, because like the point of remakes, I think that seems to be lost on a lot of people. It's not to make a old game look pretty. It's to take a game where originally when it came out was that it was, you know, because I think the adventure series definitely some of those games have not aged well with controls. Model up the controls and fix the issues those games had, but also bring it for a new audience. And I feel like, considering that the third Sonic movie was took inspiration from Adventure 2, there's lots of kids who've never played it, I mean, it's on PC, so they can technically play it. But still, making a remake would be good for those who've never. And it's probably even people around my age who've never played Adventure 2, and making a remake of that, especially how successful Adventure is. I just looked at what it listed. So far, there isn't that most games it's just like they're announced, but it's not like they're going to come out this year. And there's going to be like more. It could be more games announced as the coming months go, for like later this year as well. Because I mean, last year was like that. That was the thing about 2024 when it came to games. I kept saying that, oh, I won't be playing that many this year, but we played so many in 2024 that I have more than one like game of the year. But yeah, I'm trying to think of any like final thoughts and like before we get into it, because we're gonna be talking a lot about Sonic Fuck 3, the movie. Don't worry, I've got like a picture thing for spoilers. I'm gonna change the title for anyone jumping in, because obviously no one wants to get spoiled. I think another thing on games this year, we're already in the new year, in 2024, was I was not expecting to play two gacha games, two new gacha games, I should say, and then being completely different from one another, like, with like Xenosaurus Zeros and Infinitely Nikki. I keep wanting to say Infinite. It's Infinitely Nikki, not Infinite Nikki. And even like with movies, I didn't really see much movies last year as well. But it's funny that both of them were anticipated third entries to a movie franchise that a lot of people loved. With it's funny because they're both similar, because like a lot of people, which is Deadpool, which a lot of people wanted to happen, and it happened. It's amazing. And then Sonic, this third Sonic movie, with it being with Shadow introduced to it, which a lot of people have been waiting for. But yeah. But yeah, I think like closing thoughts, I guess, on the 2024 is that it was a mixed bag of a year. Would say that for at least for me. And I think, like I said, definitely going into 2025, I will, try and like not let certain things bother me and not say anything about them, but not talk about them too much. Like if there's definitely something on my mind that I feel that I just want to get off my shoulder, I hope you don't mind me talking about, but I won't do it too often. And then try more harder just to be myself and not be worried about too much about alienating people, because like you shouldn't have to like try and please everyone, because that's the thing. It's just like it's not worth trying to please everyone, because you're not going to. Someone's just going to dislike you for stupid and sometimes very immature reasons, and it's not worth wasting your time with those people. It's much better to have fun, do the things you love doing, and be yourself, instead of be a censored or fake version of yourself just to please a bunch of people who might even be worth your time. But yeah, I think it's still funny. I'm worried I shouldn't have been drinking this, because there was a sliver of washing up liquid. I didn't rinse this out properly. I've just been chugging down washing up liquid with this. It doesn't taste like it is. And I've actually done that before when I was like younger, and there's a different distinction with washing up liquid. I was spat out and like idiot. Well, not that much of an idiot. Okay, I think we're just gonna change the title and stuff and get something up, because I think I was going to just change the title for like Sonic. No, it's not that one. Spoilers, but then I realized people might not see the title, because I know some people generally don't read the titles and they're just going to see it. And no, that's not it. I didn't realize I have Christmas decorations in here. I do, huh? I didn't realize I had these. Like I said, I'm so sorry. That's another thing I think I do have to feel sorry for this year as well. It's just like not doing much Christmas or that Halloween like stuff, because it's just like I said, it's just like my sleep has been so fucked. Of lately, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully this year, hopefully it will get better, to say the least. So I've got this little spoiler thing, so that when people see the thumbnail, hopefully they'll see that. So it's also good. Make sure to change the description as well. I don't know how long we're going to be talking about this, but let's see. Let's go here. There we go. What's that now? There we go. Done. That should have. Yeah, there we go. So that way, anyone who hasn't seen the Sonic movie, they can I should actually like it's just no, that's not. Really wish they don't just grab me, and so I can move me. There we go, a little bit more to the left. Because this is just like for like anyone, because some people really do not bother reading the titles, and they feel like even if I did that, they'll be like, oh, spoilers. Well, they're here. There's this in the script, so that when you see the show, you can see that we're talking about Sonic. It's the third movie. So yeah, I didn't see. So let's get started. I did not see it opening weekend because I had a cold. It was a lot worse than it is now. And like I said, by Sunday I was like, I feel a lot better. I should go and see it. But I feel like I shouldn't. I said this before. There was some weird thing about with the Cineworld where I live, where they didn't have any dates until up to Boxing Day, but then they had more dates. I'm actually just going to check that right now. I don't know if it was the holidays was affecting it or what have you. But it was really weird, to say the least. Let's see. What's the showings now? Yeah, now they've got showings all the way up to the 9th. Huh. Because before it was only all the way up to tomorrow. But now it's just... I think maybe it was just the holidays. My brother thought maybe the Cineworld where we live was getting shut down. Because apparently they're not doing particularly well, to say the least. But yeah, I mean, I gave my sort of thoughts on Blue Sky. It was fucking good, to say the least. I don't know where to start, like, because I'm such a scatterbrain, so I'll be going like around in parts and stuff. Like I said, we're fully spoiling it. Spoiler warning. We're going through it. So, well, I'll start off with the fact that Keanu Reeves was fucking amazing as Shadow. Like, just showing how much of a really good choice he was for the movie. Just the line deliveries. Just like you could tell, like he knew the assignment and knew what to do. I think also Jim Carrey playing both Robotniks was like even though like when he's playing Gerald, he's wearing prosthetics and stuff. It's still amazing how well too. It's the same. That reminds me actually that one of the because like jokes in kids movies, it's always they're like eye rolls, but I don't think there was really any eye rolling jokes for me this person. But there was one where where they said something along the lines of like. It's like we're in a movie where one actor is playing two characters and you just turn to the camera. I was like, that was a good full break. I have to admit. I think also what was really good with this was the focus more on the Sonic characters and less on the human stuff. I think that was my gripe, especially with the second one where they focused a little too much on this. This one being more focused on the Sonic characters and less on the human ones. I will say though, one thing they've managed to really do is make the human characters very likable. Like there's not a single like human character that's like, ugh, I wish they weren't in this movie. moment, especially with Tom and Maddie, and especially with Agent Stone. Like, they gave Eggman a sidekick, and they didn't make him annoying or cringe. And he even had like a little counter moment of this, like with him and his relationship with Eggman. Apparently, the scene where he shaves off Eggman's hair, that was actually Jim Carrey's idea. To get him to actually do it. They physically did. They actually shaved off Jim Carrey's hair, and it was just like, that was okay. One thing I said with this movie though, I'm glad it wasn't a one-to-one retelling. I said this before. The best way of doing an adaptation is doing your own take on the story, but still keeping the moments what made the original, capturing what made the original so amazing. And Sonic Adventure 2 was like the first Sonic game I ever played. Well, we played as siblings, me, my sister, my twin brother. If I remember correctly, I did Sonic's levels, and Dr. Eggman's, my twin brother, did Shadows and Knuckles, and my sister did Tails and Rouge's. Which Rouge wasn't in this, which was surprising. Too many. This is the problem with the movie. You don't want to have too many characters that blow out the movie. I said this before. But yeah, like they did some like changes. The changes being that instead of Maria and Shadow being on this space called the Ark in space, it was a military base on Earth, which I guess makes sense because like one thing I do love Sonic Adventure, it's an old game, but the idea of like a high-tech base existing in outer space in which would have been in like 1950s when that game came out, which is a reminder that 50 years ago from now was, well, not now, but when the movie was out, would have been 1974. So keep that in mind. That was in the 70s. And having Shadow not be created by Gerald Robotnik, but being found in a meteorite, which, interesting enough, just a little theory speculation here. The meteorite that they showed Shadow in kinda looks, I'm just saying, kinda looks like the meteorite that Black Doom was going to use to destroy or take over the Earth. I haven't played Shadow Hedgehog in a while, but it looked eerily the same shape, meaning they maybe might want to do that storyline. Who knows? I thought that was like an interesting nod. There was no Bio Lizard, but I'm not sure if people noticed this, but in the flashbacks with Maria and Shadow, the movie they're watching shows the Bio Lizard in it, which I thought was a cool little nod. I get like partly, I mean, maybe the reason they didn't want to do it in the movie is because like maybe budgeting or just how the story felt, just have something a giant lizard thing. But one thing I was right if there was going to be a space fight, because I only watched the first trailer because I had no reason to watch the second one. But in the first trailer, when it showed that base rising out of the water, I was like, "Oh, is it just going to be like, you know, in the air fight, not in space?" But apparently it was. Like, I think the idea of like making the base just be the Eclipse cannon and not be the Ark altogether, and then have the kind of like, I think that it was built over time and not built decades apart, was an interesting way of doing that. And even how the cannon is powered, because that was another interesting. They did different with Shadow. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Shadow in the games can't teleport or use Chaos Control without a Chaos Emerald, but in this one, he can do it without the need of that, which was an interesting different change for that. And using that, he can generate chaos energy, which was always used to power the Eclipse cannon. I did love they had the Eggman, like when they outpower, it's like the mustache and the nose, kind of similar to how the Ark looked in the game, but that was like underneath, so it's more on top. I do love like inside the Ark, it looks very similar to like the area you see in the game, where you know where they're all chanting and where basically control, I guess. very similar. Also, the difference with the story, like Maria, because Shadow's created to help cure Maria's illness, but in this one, Maria isn't ill. She just ends up being with her grandfather a lot. And I do like how they dealt with Maria's death, because they knew full well if they did it exactly the same in the games where she gets gunned down, it would have upped. I'm so surprised the movie was a PG, even so, because there's some very very deep moments and emotional moments in that movie, which I wasn't expecting, especially for like a kids movie. But them having it like more of an accident where a soldier just accidentally misfires and hits one of the canisters that has Shadow's chaos energy and then explodes and kills her was a different take. The only thing I will say is like they don't properly explain how Gerald Robotnik would still be alive. We just get a throwaway line from him going, "Not bad for 110," meaning he was like 60, and he just somehow. I know people can live long nowadays in general, but most people I've seen who look past 100 look kind of more decrepit and can barely move. So the fact that he's 110 and still aspires someone in his 60s, especially when you get to the point where they're both Robotniks are fighting with it. Yes, they're using technological suits and stuff, but it's still like there's no real proper explaining how he lived for that long, especially if you're going from the 70s. Or stuff like science mumbo jumbo, just like, oh, he just lived for that long. That's it. Because when they had that, I was like, oh, they're gonna have like similar thing with shadow waves and like stasis as well. That'd probably be the one of the vibes I would have. The other one is not using enough of the Sonic, because like you've got Sonic Adventure, one of like not just my favorite games, but has some of the best soundtracks. And the missed opportunity to do even like remixed versions of those, because I get like, because they have that line from Sonic Adventure where Sonic says, what's it, something along the lines of like, talk about a terrible flight, no in-flight movies and no food, I'm out of here. They changed it in the movie to say we're out of here. And I get like when they jump out of the plane, having Escape from the City played when they're about to fight Shadow would feel a bit off, but you could have had like maybe a little bit of a metal version of it. Like I wouldn't mind like remixed versions of those original songs. Would have been at least a little bit better, because like that's the point of video game movies in general. It's like they forget that the video games have some of the best soundtracks of songs, but yet they'll still use licensed music. And if it's a rights issue, that just sounds daft to me. Using video game music. If you can afford to use licensed music, you could afford to get the license for the video game music. That said, that I knew they were going to use Live and Learn. They had to use it. I wasn't expecting it to be the actual Crush 40 one. I was expecting it to be like a cover or something. But them actually using it, which we'll get into that as well a bit, which was like holy shit moment, definitely. The only thing is, and this is because it's another like kind of crap. This is just like storytelling in general. It was the same in the second one with the, hey, we got a MacGuffin, we need to get hold of it so the villain doesn't get hold of it. Oopsie doopsie, us trying to get it, gets the villain, gets the thing. It's the same thing in this one, like with the Master Emerald in the second one. It's like, oh, we need to get this other key so they can't get the Eclipse Cannon. But then us doing that, the villains get the other key to the Eclipse Cannon. Like, it's just, you gotta move the story forward, but just like it's such an overused like kind of storytelling where we have to get the MacGuffin so the villains don't, but us trying to get the MacGuffin gets the villains the MacGuffin, and then we have to try and get it off them. The other thing is like them having like video game accurate Eggman outfit. It was just like, oh, this is good. When I saw it fully in the movies, I was like, yes. Because that was like the other thing with like the Sonic movies as it went along. It was just like when they showed the first one, I was like, oh, I get it. They can't have a goofy looking villain. Then they went a little bit in there in the second one, and then fully Eggman, just like, once again, Jim Carrey just fucking nailing it. I think he's still gonna be in it because, like, yes, this death is more kind of more. You'd say it's like he dies in an explosion, but like, because I didn't find this out until I got back. There's actually an end, like, final credit scene which shows that Shadow survived. If Shadow survived, Eggman survived, because you could easily do like he teleported and saved Eggman as well. Because I think going forward they're gonna keep constantly doing that, because with someone like Jim Carrey, who's also retired, big actor, they can't always guarantee that he will come back for it. So it's best to do like a death, and then if he wants to come back for it, he'll come back for it, sort of thing. The thing I have seen people making jokes about is that Sonic suddenly wanting to like go full on like revenge mode with the Chaos Emeralds money. Because that's another thing. I'm glad they didn't technically do it, because I knew they weren't going to kill Tom. I knew they weren't going to kill him, and it was going to be like I was half expecting, like, because movies do this too as well, where they need we need a motivation for the hero to do something the hero wouldn't normally do. Let's kill a family member or close friend, but then they're not actually dead. This one they first make you think he's dead, but then immediately point out that he's in critical condition. He's not dead, but he could die. That's at least a little bit better, at least from what I interpreted. But I've been seeing all jokes like Sonic suddenly going full like revenge mode. It's just like, I feel like people who says that's out of characters. If you someone who's like, lost someone before, if I found out someone who had done it and had a way of making them pay, I can't say I wouldn't want to do it. I'm not saying revenge is a good idea, but when you're about to lose someone, you feel like you're going to lose someone, you do irrational things, and that, I feel like. But Knuckles giving in was just a little like, he gave it a little too easily. Like, Knuckles knew what it was. Like he like, I don't know. But I did think it was funny who had the Master Emerald. That was pretty good. And then obviously, like, I knew they were going to go Super Sonic, Super Shadow, but just the way like Shadow just like knocks him out of him, and then they both race and then go. The fight sequence in that, holy shit! That when Super Sonic and Super Shadow fight everyone, I have to. If I had a nickel for every time that Keanu Reeves was in a movie where there was Dragon Ball Z level of fights, I would have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice now with that man. If you don't know the other one, in the third Matrix movie, at the end where he faces this Agent Smith or Smith, the fight sequence in that felt very Dragon Ball, but compared to like the Sonic one, that one feels even more Dragon Ball. It's like, holy shit, was it awesome. Like them just like throwing hands, zipping across the planet as they fight one another. And then them just sitting on the moon afterwards with Sonic doesn't go through with killing Shadow. I said this before, like, most people want Amy to be in this because she's the one that convinces Shadow what he's doing is wrong. And I said that it could have easily been one of the human characters, but I'm kind of glad it was actually Sonic that kind of convinced him that what he was doing was not alright. And one thing I'll say, this for kids movie, to do this kind of message was kind of cool, because when I was a kid, when it came to like loss, they always tell you it gets better over time, when it really doesn't. Like, not to get too personal, I've mentioned before, but I had a twin brother. He died. This year will be 4 years ago. And the line of Sonic saying that when Shadow asks Sonic, does it ever get better? It says no, but I'm going to probably misquote this because I'm bad with quotes. But the love you had for them will stay with you forever. And just one of the best quotes. So I actually try not to get emotional here, but the light still shines even though the star is gone. That moment of realization, from realizing that although Maria is gone, a memory still live within him. And it's always a good message to know that even though that person is gone, they are still there. It's cheesy, it's cliche, but I thought that was like very deep message to have in a kids movie. And then you get them well, just one of the best like hype moments where they get up ready to stop the eclipse cannon for firing on Earth, because obviously Joe Robotnik's idea is to blow up the entire Earth, and then with them and them just going, the guitars start going ding, 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 and then they just go, and then go supersonic, and then just shoot up into the air, flying ahead to fight. And they use it more than once, and they do it sparingly, using Live and Learn. The Cross Royal one, as I said, was surprised I'm going to use the actual song and not like a cover. Because then the second time they did, where like the robots come out of the Eclipse cannon, it's the gun robots look like the robots from the game, and they play it again. Or like when Shadow just Sonic brings all the robots to him, and Shadow just brings up dozens of Chaos Spears and fight. Oh, it was so good. Even them flying into the beam to try and stop it so they can move the cannon. They still shot the moon, but it's interesting that they split the moon rather than completely destroy a chunk of it. I guess it's because like we know science a little bit more these days, and if a giant chunk of the moon was shot off, it would cause who God knows what damage on Earth. But it just getting sliced probably wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not that big of an expert on sciencey stuff. And then that, like, also at the moment with Eggman and Dr. Stone, like Eggman like admitting that he actually appreciated Agent Stone's company, and actually saw him as a friend, which was really sweet. I thought that was like a good moment. Like I said, I would still be surprised if they fully don't have Eggman in the fourth one, which gets us to the also kind of research. Just like I said, just amazing. Like I said, that speech on the moon, with women, just amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Even for some of the sillier moments, he definitely did very well. Shadow is going to be, like I said, because I didn't stick around for the end credit scene because I needed to pee, and it was getting late because I went for like an afternoon showing. And by the time the movie finished, it was like 7. I was like, I will see the end credits. But the post credits, or was it end credits? Basically, after the first set of credits, they showed Metal Sonic showing up, and then Sonic pretty much clowns on him, and then several Metal Sonics show up, and then before they can take him out, Amy shows up and beats and smacks him with her hammer. And it's really hard to judge her design because we don't see her clothes. She's wearing like a hood. But as far as like just face wise, I do actually really like it. Like it really fits like the design they've been doing with the characters. But it's going to be interesting to see, because now we're going to get into the theorizing what Sonic 4 is. It could be Heroes. Because the interesting thing is Sonic 4 is confirmed for 2027. Not 2026, because so far it's been a 2-year time between each of these movies. The first one being 2020, sorry. Second one 2022, and then the, late 2024, but still. This being 2026 makes me wonder if they are doing Heroes, are they going to do like in between movies or TV shows to introduce the other characters? Because they had Knuckles. Next series could be Knuckles and Chaotix. I think if they are doing Heroes, I think, if I'm being really honest with myself, they don't need all those characters. Like, most of them don't really matter to the overall plot. I know a lot of people would love to see like Big and Cream and all of Chaotix. I think if they do have Chaotix, it's just probably going to be Vector and maybe Charmy, maybe not the whole crew, because it's just like, you gotta remember, because like if they do this, this could be their Avengers, to have that many Sonic characters. And if they do it smartly and introduce them in either separate films or separate TV series, could work. I mean, you could do a TV series centered around Shadow, introducing Rouge and Omega. Rouge is still a debate one. We talked about this before, but I'll say this again. if they do her, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. If they make her close to the video game design, you have parents complain about having a hypersexualized bat. Even if they don't make her breasts pronounced, like they make her, her outfit alone is still a skin tight suit outfit with a giant heart shaped thing on it. But if they make it more family friendly, you have the Sonic Gooners come out of the woodwork saying it's like woke or something. And I feel like if I was them, if they are going to hit Rouge, it would make sense just to make it more family friendly. Ignore the Gooners out there, because for fuck's sake, it's a kids movie. Yes, old kids movies tend to have had weirdly sexually charged characters, but like with Rouge, it just makes so much sense. But it could easily be Sonic 06. Because, like, what if they do like a Terminator style thing where these Sonic robots are from the future and might introduce Silver? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that might be best for the 5th movie. But I could easily, because they showed several Metal Sonic robots. It makes me wonder if there's like gonna be like, because Heroes had Neo Metal Sonic, which maybe he might be the mastermind creating all these. I saw some stuff online where people pointed out that the main one that first fights Sonic isn't the one that Amy destroys. She destroys all the like silver, like colored ones because they were different color coded. And some people might seem to feel that Sonic got away, realized he is no match for Sonic. Maybe that might make him go to build himself up. There's no ways they could have Eggman introduced. Like he may have created him at some point before the start of Sonic Adventure, but couldn't control him, locked him up. He'd break free and locked Eggman up as punishment or something like that. But as far as who I think is going to voice Amy, I can't really think of an actress that could do it right. But that's always the key things. It's like if it's like with Idris Elba, where they will do an actual voice, it could work. But honestly, I wouldn't mind them doing the same with Tails, having the current voice actress for Amy, because the current voice actress, I feel like her voice for Amy would fit these movies, and I really wish Hollywood would do that more when it comes to like, voice roles. Get voice actors to voice them, but we'll have to like that's one of those we'll have to like wait and see for a while. I feel. So lost of that. So let's wait and see approach, but hopefully they take the time, and I hope they don't fuck it up, because what's so great about these movies, it feels like the early MCU movies where they were fueled by creativity, and I think the problem the MCU movies have had a lot of lately is they're fueled by corporate greed of like just getting these out and forgetting what made the previous ones amazing. Paramount has a great franchise on their hands. I hope they make either spin-off stuff or stuff because they want to do it for creative reasons and not money reasons. There's also another thing, because I'm gonna stop for lunch in a minute. We've got some TikToks to watch. There's just one more thing. I just find it funny that it's outdone Mufasa. Like apparently, like it is like blown. Like as far as like sales goes, Mufasa out of the waters, which is not surprising. You know, versus a movie that no one wanted, versus a movie that people really have been waiting for 2 years. It was no contest on which one was going to win. It was going to be Sonic 3. But yeah, final thoughts. I give it like a 9. It is amazing. The only guts we'll have is like not using more of the Sonic adventure music. Like you could have had the end credits. You could have the first set of credits be the song for the hero song, which was Sonic's song. I remember what it's called, and then you could have had the next set of credits be Team Dark's song, which would be cool, because especially when you think the last credit scene is Shadow showing up, that would have been kind of cool. If they do this again, they really need to start like using music from these games because they're so good. But yeah, I am going to go and grab my lunch and have a little watch some TikToks. I'm starting to feel like kind of, but I do have a Lucasade, and maybe I just need something to eat. And I'll see how I feel after that, and then maybe we'll maybe do some Genshin. So I'll be back in a moment. I had a better idea with lunch. Because we're playing Genshin, which I imagine the first couple of the, because we're playing chapter 5, act 5. There's gonna be a lot of dialogue and stuff, and I can just eat while I play that, because like at least I want to at least get at least an hour into this. So I think we'll actually switch to Genshin now, and I'll eat while dialogue plays out. Also, I'll mute myself so you don't have to hear me munching. So I just need to switch the title. I came up with a title for this as well, because I've done like fire related like naming conventions for this. I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. And there we go. Okay, let's stop that there. Bring this up to I think about here should be good. And then we'll switch to Genshin and we'll start the next. It's so weird that this it's in a new year for this, because I don't like I said, I don't know if it's because of the strike, which I just realized I hope that all dialogue is now voiced, or it's just because they're reaching close to the end point of the story. I think I've actually got to wait in the game to actually start the mission. I think. I just hope there's not. That's the only thing I will say with this. No, that's not one. With this one specifically, the entire not land. I don't know, go here. Is that there's been a lot of like, hey, you need to go and do this side thing in order to do the main mission, which has been very annoying because like not everyone has time to do all the side stuff. So having to be kind of somewhat forced is kind of a little annoying. Hopefully, we won't have to do that. If so, I'll probably just like skip through all of it. There we go.
We just got a message from Moika. She says to meet her at the speaker's chamber tomorrow. Does that mean your ancient name is ready to be forged? Let's get some good rest today. We need to be at our best for this special moment.
No, we're going straight to it. Looks like a lifetime since we've done Genshin on stream. There's also a story quest for her, for Maria as well, which we might do, because I know I said like I don't want to do too much gacha stuff. So like most character story missions or anything like that, or event stuff, will be do if I've got nothing else I want to do on stream, or I'm waiting for a game to come out and I don't want to start anything new. But other than that, I'll probably just do them off stream. But I went the wrong way. But we've done all the Archon ones before, so I feel like it just makes way more sense to just do it's this way, isn't it? I mean, I should just follow the line on the ground. That's what's much help. We're gonna take like completely round. Because if it was weird not to do, because I think it's been like over a month when we did like the into which was so weird to have like an integrated story in between the main stuff. Also, her banner is obviously this. If we don't end up finishing this today, because it'll most likely be like somewhere between 3 or 4 hours, we'll do a roll as well for her as well. Jesus, got far to go. Once we get started on the story stuff, I'll start eating. Hopefully there isn't. If there's some missed dialogue because of this strike, I'm not gonna. Oh, I guess we do actually literally have to rest. Okay. Aww. We're gonna meet dialogue. They're gonna dream about something. Ooh. What is this? The Night Kingdom? How did I get here? I was just... I feel dizzy. Like, I can't think straight. I know that feeling. let's try to look around. I guess we won't be having any spoken dialogue because it's the traveler. I almost forgot trying to want to eat. The fog is dense and it's really bad. I'm not going to try and read this. It's going to go too quickly for me to read. Why is it like in Zenless Zone Zero they could have the main protagonists talk almost all the time, but in here they didn't want to do? Oh my god, that looks interesting as well as ominous. Oh, what are these guys doing? Oh, they're trying to break free? Well, I'm hungry.
Though our homeland has become a distant memory, the flames of war continue to rage. We have long shed the last of our blood. Stay strong, my soldiers. One day, I will deliver you to the place I promised.
Morning, traveler. Did you have a nightmare last night? Paimon could hear you tossing and turning in your sleep. Maybe you're just nervous for the final battle? Just shake it off, traveler. We're supposed to meet with Moika today.
Oh, I started eating. I think it made sense. I know it's going to be a lot of dialogue. But it's partly why I was playing today, because I'm still getting over my collar and wanted to choose something that that wasn't going to be too straining on me. I'll say I'm not stupid. I will stop if I start feeling a lot worse. So far I feel somewhat okay. I feel a little rough, but alright. So that will get through it all today, especially if my sister's birthday later. Okay, go this way, and that way. Was this paint like graffiti paint on here beforehand? I mean, actually, it has been a while since we last played this. There I won't talk about.
I see. If all goes well, 3 days should be more than enough to forge the name. You won't need to push back the plan.
Thank you. I'd say the sooner you can finish it, the better. I still need to announce the matter to everyone.
Don't worry. We should only need half a day. The Traveler has been in Natlan a while now. The Pilgrim's Chronicle should have enough records of his adventures.
Come in.
Hey, Moika! Oh, Shilonen and St. Lally are here
We were just talking about you. I invited you here for two reasons. First, there's the Traveler's ancient name, which is ready to be forged.
Oh yeah! You need the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? The device the Lord of the Night gave us?
Perfect. Could I take a look? Yep. Well, it looks good. This is definitely enough to work with. Usually the first step in forging an ancient name is performing a ceremony to extract memories from the ley lines. But since the Lord of the Night gave us this record, we can skip that part. Still, I've never used something like this before. This is an entirely new material for me, so I need to look into how the process might change.
I'll help you. My knowledge on the Lord of the Night and the Wyab might come in handy.
That brings me to the second matter. As you already know, once your ancient name is complete, we need to venture into the deepest part of the Night Kingdom. That will happen in 3 days' time.
3 days? So soon? Wait, but...
You're worried about the Traveler, aren't you?
Well, Paimon gave it a lot of thought, and Paimon's not very good at thinking or fighting to begin with. It's just... This plan could save countless lives. Paimon understands why people would want to be a part of something so important. But all this time, Paimon has barely left the Traveler's side. Not to mention, we all know this will be a super dangerous mission.
Oh, bless her. She's right about us. Just trust us.
That's right. And as long as we win, the Ode of Resurrection will return us to this land. The Night Kingdom is a realm of souls and memories, where mental fortitude outweighs physical strength. All in Natlan are resolved to win this war. The sacred flame will connect us to their fighting spirit. We will do whatever it takes to win. So if you want to contribute, just cheer us on, alongside all the people of Natlan. For the Traveler, I'm sure your words of encouragement are among the most important.
The most important? Really? That's right! Overcoming dangers side by side, just like always! Alright, it's decided. Paimon will cheer the loudest out of everyone in Natlan!
It's less about volume and more about mental focus, but I get it. You're just trying to show how much you care.
Of course, this all depends on the successful completion of the ancient name. Otherwise, the Traveler will not join me. That is the condition.
Don't worry. I swear on the honor of my tribe, I will not fail. I know how important this is.
There's no time to lose. Let's go!
All right, everyone. When we meet again, it will be to deliver the ancient name.
Good luck, you two! 3 days, huh? What should we do in the meantime? We know you're still rebuilding, so is there anything we can do to help?
From what I've heard, the two of you have helped more than enough. You should take a well-deserved rest. Even if there are stray abyss monsters out there, our warriors can handle them. Don't worry.
Exactly! We can't take a break! We're adventurers! We gotta live up to the name! We still have a long journey ahead of us and so many places to go! The battle in 3 days is just another part of our adventure!
I see. In that case, just do what you think is best. This final battle is extremely important to me. The culmination of my life's work. Still, I think you've got the right idea. I'm also going to follow my heart. I plan on using these 3 days to calm my mind and work on a painting.
Oh! You know how to paint?
I just learned, actually. I hear it takes a lot of practice to get any good. It could be anything, though. What I really enjoy is the process of getting better at something through practice. It's how I relax. Of course, that's only when I have the time. I'm usually too busy.
So that's how you relax. Well, it definitely seems like your style.
All right, let's go our separate ways for now.
So, if Moika relaxes by working really hard at something, that basically means she never takes a break, right? Wow, she's definitely something else. Oh, hello! Sorry, Moika's not here right now.
There you are.
We made it!
Thank God, I was so worried I wasn't going to be eating voice lines for them. I'm still eating.
Other than our plan almost falling through, nothing at all. The preparations took longer than expected. We were so worried we wouldn't make it before you left on your next big adventure.
Well, if you hadn't overslept...
Details! Anyway, come on. Let's go to the people of the Springs.
Hold on, tell us what's going on first.
Oh yeah. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? Basically, we know about your super important mission coming up, and we want to give you a proper send-off. Before the pilgrimage, we usually hold a huge feast. All you can eat, with meat by the tableful.
Ooh, all you can eat?
I knew that would pique your interest, Paimon. You can eat to your heart's content. You won't want to miss out, I promise. Of course, there's not just meat, but also all kinds of fruit, vegetables, desserts, drinks, you name it. You won't be disappointed.
That sounds amazing! We're in!
Don't just say we're in to live up to our title as adventure. Didn't you just say we need to live up to our title as adventure?
Well, the best adventurers know how to go with the flow, right? Plus, it sounds like this feast is in your honor. If you don't show up, everyone's hard work will be for nothing. It's our fault for not telling you earlier, so it's okay if you can't make it. Still, if you're not busy, we'd really like you to be there. It won't take up too much of your time. It'll be super fun. Plus, all our friends will be there. Yes, let's go eat! Huh? What's the holdup, traveler? Did you think of something?
Why don't we invite Moika?
Huh? Isn't she painting? Is that okay? It's not like we prepared anything fancy.
Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that suggestion. She's the Archon after all. Maybe it's not our place. But we might as well extend the invitation. The Archon is about to fight for us with everything she has. This feast is in her honor too.
Then who's gonna be the one to invite her?
All of us, of course.
I was just finishing up the apple. I'm almost like I got my chocolate bar. I did. We did this with chapter 5 in Senate Zone Zeros. And between each bit breaks in between stories, we did a roll. So I think we'll do the same today. I don't know if we're gonna get through all this today. So I'm still getting over a cold. But let's do one. I would love if we get this from the start, but I doubt it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, well, you got Bennett. I think these constellations actually fully, like... Yeah, it is. Alright, we'll continue to the next part of the story. Well, I'm just going to go through them all at once at the end of the stream. We won't have as many roles as we did in ZZ, though.
Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there something you need?
We're here to invite you to the people of the Springs for a feast.
Ah, I see. This is a special kind of feast, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a tradition to hold a feast before battle. We couldn't miss out on this opportunity. It's our way of cheering you on.
Plus, I always wanted to do something to thank you for saving me from the Night Kingdom.
That was my duty. Besides, it's all in the past now. You don't owe me anything. Although, this feast does sound rather interesting.
So you'll come?
Of course. No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise her. You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand banquet on my account. I'll try my best to attend as an ordinary person, not an Archon.
It's not like you're the type to pull rank or something.
Finished. Now I've finished eating. A little bit better after having something to eat, but I'll see how it go.
True, but my presence changes the way people act. I just don't want to spoil the fun. A lot of things can change once an Archon is involved. A barbecue is best fresh off the grill. And still, people will insist on waiting for me to eat first.
Oh, yeah, Paimon can see that.
Don't worry. I'll jump in if that happens. I can throw manners to the wind, no problem.
And for hands?
No need. I can take care of it. Anyway, thank you for inviting me. It really means a lot.
What about your painting?
I don't need to finish it. I enjoy the process, but now there's something more interesting to do.
Then let's go together. The main dish should be ready soon.
Oh, let's fucking go. Go, it's a feast. Now! This map. Wait, now that I think about it, I don't know if I went and got the... I didn't. I forgot about grabbing all the fast travel points from last time. To be fair, I don't think there's anywhere new here. That's pretty much it. Yeah, and there's fast travel points here. Alright, so I was just looking at this quest. It's about 3 hours and 37 minutes, just about. I very much doubt we'll get through it. We've already been like an hour-ish into it. Which is fine, it's part of the course, even when I'm not well. Most of the last couple of like we've been doing it on stream at least since Inazuma, but I've been playing it since it came out. And most of guess not all. It's been another delivery.
Ugh, you're kidding. Another one?
Just like the others, they had about the feast and wanted to send something to cook.
But this is just a small send-off. What are we going to do with all this stuff? Then again, I understand where they're coming from. I'll deal with it. What a headache. If this continues, half of this stuff's gonna go bad before we get to it. Huh? You're here already? And you even brought the... Archon? What are you doing here?
I am here.
We invited her. She agreed to come as a surprise guest.
Surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary. What's going on?
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their homes, so I didn't think many people would come. But the turnout has been overwhelming. Not to mention, we've received a small mountain of deliveries. There's no way we can use all this stuff.
That's our Star Outlander's popularity for you.
So you remember that nickname?
You're saying everyone's here because of us?
Seems that way.
Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Pyro Archon has spread all over Nutland.
No.
Plus, you were amazing in the recent battle. A lot of people are here just to thank you, or wish you good luck. Basically, this whole thing is happening because so many people wanted to see you.
I'm gonna try my best to eat. It's not the best, and being tired and ill is going to be even more harder for me. I was having my fingers crossed that everything would be voice acted, but here it is what it is, I guess. Still, we're definitely wasn't expecting you to show up with the pyro icon. It was my idea.
Yeah, Malik and the Traveler are in this together. They both deserve a celebration. Well, this is the perfect excuse to throw an even bigger party. All this extra stuff was gonna go to waste anyway.
No need to go to all that trouble on my account. That's not why I'm here. Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. This extra spending for my sake is the last thing we need.
That's true.
So, perfect with Genshin is I can keep an eye on the stream. Even though Touch won't have any issues of it dying, there's always that risk of it. While they're just talking, I can just quickly keep looking over and looking back to make sure it doesn't.
Party planning isn't easy. I can handle the big picture, but I'm not used to dealing with the finer details. That was always Auntie Atea's job. Sorry. I'm just feeling a bit in over my head.
Oh, speaking of Atea, how is she? Is she feeling any better?
She's dead. Oh, is she actually dead? I was making a joke.
Oh.
I know, I feel kind of bad. I was just making a joke. Oh, Jesus.
Actually, there's something we haven't told you. Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our tribe.
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Luckily, I got the chance to see her one last time. She was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point, she showed no pain or sorrow. In her final moments, her thoughts were entirely with her tribe and her people. Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize. so I decided to attend in her memory.
So you already knew.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just, there was never a good time to bring it up. Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea wouldn't want us to remember her with tears. Parties like this were her specialty. But now, it's up to us to carry on her legacy. So we can't let her down. Believe me, she has high standards.
Imagine having to try and keep those patterns, because there's a tan line. She'd have to. Most of them could just be like, stockings or like, braces, but the elaborate patterns would have to be some sort of like jewelry or something. She would have to place on her legs for a certain period of time and tan her body, then take them off to leave these lines on. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those things, aesthetically it looks nice, but then you think about it practically, it's like kind of a pain.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, come on, let's get to work, everyone. Oh, Chief Amina and our guests of honor excluded. Kachina can each time to go.
Whoa.
Wait, you don't have to drag me.
Just
Amina, you mentioned something about a surplus of supplies. I may have a solution. First, invite anyone who comes to deliver supplies to stay for the gathering. If it's a caravan, ask them to extend an invitation to the sender as well. Make it clear in the invitation that anyone is welcome to attend, but you're no longer accepting donations. In addition, all leftover supplies will be purchased by the speaker's chamber, sorted, and donated to the appropriate areas.
That would be such a big help, Archon. Thank you. I'll get on it right away. Amazing plan, Malika. It was clear, concise, and organized. But, weren't you trying to keep this small?
I don't mind increasing the size of the gathering. I just didn't want it to be because of me.
That's fair.
My approach to problem solving is always the same. Different solutions lead to different outcomes. The method may change, but the right choice is always grounded in logic and reason.
Whoa. Hana feels like she just learned a thing or two. Well, should we take a walk while everyone finishes the preparations?
I mean, we are the guests guest of honor.
Sounds good. A casual stroll can be hard to come by. Let's go.
Oh, there's characters to talk to as well. Before we do that, we'll do another roll. I saved most of the rolls for her. No. It's Bennett again, I swear to God. It's all weapons, it seems. Alright, well, at least it wasn't Bennett. Do you think, and I could be wrong, it might have... I'm close. Hold on. We can do at least one. I mean, probably after this will do like. And there's always there's probably going to be events in between because like the update did show that in fact this is here for like 39 days. Shows that maybe after this they'll be doing it because usually I think it's usually around February or January. I can't remember. They do Lantern Mount Festival. I did say like big events we will do on stream because we've done I think pretty much every Lantern Mount Festival. I think the only one we didn't do. Actually, I don't think we did 2022's one. We did. No, if I have to check. So I do archive all the streams. I'm pretty sure we've done every single one. And I remember I started May of 2021, so it would be 2022's one, and then No, I didn't do 2022's ones. I think I did 2023's and last year's one. on stream, so I just don't want to keep up. Yeah, those at least. Right. I'd rather talk to characters that do have a voice dialogue, if I'm being honest. Well, I don't know if they will too, though, because I remember last time they didn't. Fuck. Hello, you guys. Sorry for the wait. You're still setting up the venue. Hey, did I say you could take a break? Keep pushing pushing. This is the home's. Oh, well.
Yes, coach.
Are you still helping rebuild the tribes?
That work is pretty much done, but I decided discovered a lot of more people with the abyss corruption. So I've been helping them overcome the Caruso. Oh, that's right, that was the intermission thing we did, or integrated, whatever the fucking thing was called. Thanks to the captain, we have the.
I heard about your efforts. The Speaker's Chamber can take it from here. It's more effective to have a focused task force, and the Speaker's Chamber can contact the Fatui directly for more doses.
Alright. The doses at this aren't too busy.
The worst is over, so it should be fine. I'll confirm it myself later. I'll be in touch with next steps. I just need you to compile all existing patient records to ease the transition.
Understood, Archon. I'd like to helping out with the one.
Wow, that's so responsible of you.
Well, knowledge is power after all. Okay, I guess we'll get through the characters who don't have dialogue. Because I think I saw what's his face. That's where I saw him. Oh, I mean, I could just go to that if I wanted to. I don't have to. Oh, there's those two. Maybe we'll talk to those two. Unless that is. Oh, that's the area of the yeah, that's not where we're gonna go. Okay. I think he was over. Yeah, there he is. Because I'm enjoying right now. I'm getting over a cold and I'm also a little tired. So, and my reading skills aren't great on normal circumstances. They're worse at this point. So I'm gonna try my best. So sorry if I fumble through the words. This is missing a label. Oh, it's you. What's up?
Nothing. We're just taking a look around.
What have you up to? Well, everything's busy. But everyone's busy with the repairing the. So there's not a lot of hard work out there. But the pyro iconists. Yes. Okay.
Oh, really?
That's a bit of an exaggeration. I just asked Kanich to help identify some of the unknown casualties from the battle. The fighting consumed all of Natlan. Countless humans and Saurians were dragged into the conflict. So a lot of investigative work is required to confirm their identities.
Ah. See. So he's identifying the bodies, like the like identifying. I've only have tiny details to work with. The goal is to and find evidence to. Okay. It's tricky work, but we have every reason to keep going.
Because Natlan's heroes deserve to be remembered, right?
Exactly. That is how we, as the living, respect our heroes and the values of their lives. So let me know if you need extra help, Kanich.
I'm doing fine for now. The gonna need help more than me. The longer we take to find the dead, the harder it will be to piece things together.
Understood. Thank you for.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to. Just doing my part. I'm doing my part. Okay, that's at least. Characters don't have voice dialogue. For those who don't know, the actors are on strike. Anyone who's with this is SAG-AFTRA, so there's a lot of like non-voiced characters because of that. They're going for strike for a good reason. It's to ensure that that their voices aren't used to train AI, which is fair. That's a fair reason to go on strike. And of course, greedy corporations will be greedy corporations and are being stubborn asses about it. Because the summary of it is that although the corporations say they want it in writing. They want a guarantee that they won't use it, but the corporations won't sign that. They're like, no, we won't. We're not signing it, but you won't. They're basically just being dickheads and not doing something as simple as signing an agreement to guarantee they won't, rather than just going based on their word, which is fair because they could say they're not going to use their voices to train AI and then end up doing it. Anyway, not all voice actors are part of the SAG-AFTRA, so that's why not all of them
Chaska?
not been voiced. Why some are voiced and some aren't.
Hello, Archon. I'm, fishing.
Oh, doesn't look like the fish are biting today.
Yeah.
Awkward.
It's okay. You don't have to walk on eggshells around me. I know you can tell I'm not really trying to fish, but gazing at the water puts me at ease.
It is beautiful.
I went to visit your parents, Chaska. Of course, I could only offer a few simple condolences.
You helped a lot, actually. My mom has been doing better since your visit.
That's why her sister died, didn't she? This is the problem with such huge gaps between these stories. I really need to look. You know what I really need to do in the near future with this is because there's probably recaps and probably someone like recapping the story so far up to certain points, and I really need to do that before doing this so I can refresh my memory.
I've always been grateful to my parents for taking me in, but now I have an even deeper sense of responsibility. I'll never be able to replace Koichi, but I will do everything in my power to pull them out of their loneliness and despair.
That's exactly what your mother is worried about. She doesn't want you to push yourself to make up for their loss. After all, it's your loss too. Grief is not something that can be measured against others. You don't need to make amends, Chaska. Your loss is a tragedy, not a debt. In any case, they've always loved both of you. There's no need for you to become Koichi when they love you just for yourself.
Yeah, don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Thank you, everyone. Sounds like I owe my parents a conversation.
Hey, looks like the food is almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast.
I mean,
Oh, but if there are still people you want to see, that's okay. We can head over later too.
I mean, the only one there's yeah, I kind of do actually. Honestly, I want to talk to Oren. He's over this way. That's someone who's kind of feeling sick and really should just, because I feel like because trying to find a good point to stop is also a thing. There's no events going on at the moment, I don't think, because their stuff is just the main story, and then there's the story quests. Whatever this is. Yeah, at the moment really isn't anything. So I don't have to worry about being stuck in the dialogue point. Oh, I wonder. Might be enough for the thing.
Oh, Gramps, Archon. I swear I've been on my best behavior recently.
I wish you'd stop calling us Gramps.
Paimon knows it's just how you talk, but you've gotta realize how suspicious that sounds, right?
I am curious, though. Are you still working with the captain?
No, I don't have a reason to follow him anymore. So my life is back to normal. Growing vegetables, raising aphids.
Getting scolded by a granny.
Well, maybe not completely normal. I'm still keeping tabs on the situation in the Night Kingdom. The ley lines are in a bad state.
We plan on bringing that to an end.
I know. You and Gramps, right? You're going to become great heroes, and the most I can do is weave a scroll of your deeds.
Oh, you know how to do that?
Most people from my tribe know the art, but I'm not very good. I can never seem to empty my mind. We commemorate the deeds of others as a form of inspiration. But rather than waiting for someone else to be inspired, isn't it faster to just take things into your own hands?
Well, there are always things we can't do on our own.
I wouldn't phrase it quite like that, but Paimon's not wrong. Time will give you an answer. I know how you feel, Auroron. It took me a long time to find my place in the world. I'm more mature now, but that passion, that drive to prove myself, I miss it sometimes. Maybe you'll change in the future, but you can still be proud of who you are now.
You're saying I need to live in the present?
Just do what you think is right.
Thank you, Archon. That's what I've always tried to do.
Right there. Oh wait, there was well, she's quite far. Let's see, she's over there. Yeah, that's right. There she is. Oh, I didn't.
Milani, it's almost time for the feast. Maybe we should send the drinks out first. There's a bunch of guests here already. Yup. I'm making the juice as we speak. Oh, right, the ice.
I just realized her visions on her arm.
Oh, you scared me. Sorry, we're a little busy in the kitchen right now. But the food is almost ready. Ahow! Get out of the ice bucket!
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahul-Ahow, will not tolerate this stifling hut! We seek a cool place of repose. This bucket suits our taste.
Well, it's easy also voiced. So far, it's just 2 characters.
Oh, great, now we can't use any of this ice. Hey! This is your mess! Get back here! Kachina, Ahow is on the run. Help me catch him. Okay. Sorry, I gotta help with Ahow.
As usual, Ahow brings chaos wherever he goes.
Lively, isn't it? Leave this to me, Kachina.
We're gonna do bitch slap him. Backhand him.
What is this? Who dares lay a hand on the almighty... Mawika?
Oh, she did backhand him.
I got him, Mualani.
Oh, expert Ahau wrangling, Archon. Thank you.
You shall utter our name with more reverence, or we shall... or I'll get Kanich to ask you to apologize. Some Dragon Lord you are if you need your servant to protect you.
Oh, she got ya.
Ahau ruined an entire bucket of ice. We have others, but still, that was not cool.
Ha! Not cool, because it's ice.
Let me think. Seems like you could use some extra hands around here. Ahau, help out in the kitchen.
What? The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau, shall not be reduced to a menial kitchen laborer!
I wasn't asking.
Understood.
Ahau, you have to learn to be good at some point. Well, hop to it. There's a pile of vegetables with your name on it. You need to wash every leaf.
Help! Someone save me!
Oh, okay. I didn't do that. Right, I think that's everyone to talk to on here. Yeah, it looks like it. Right, let's get to the main event. Digging out. Just follow the line. That's the best way of doing it. Just follow the line.
So full.
Ooh,
I'm
that's
practically a
delicious.
blubber beast.
It's dessert. Look at that. Dragon, come. What? This. No, that. Not this. Looks lovely. I do have, like I said, I have a sweet tooth between delicious desserts.
Well, what's that? A creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture of one?
Oh, it sounds so cute. Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. You can pat their belly and I'll even join in.
So I just the way pie when she popped out from the ground. Like, whoop, no. Oh right, yeah, not voice. Reminds me of Maze. Was and she was when there was nothing to do though about making a sound. If it into her sometimes think she would be well passed out, but she was completely different one where she was on the move when she was little. I took her on all strange adventures, but grew a lot faster than faster than humans. Before long, she was what was the one dragging me all over the places.
Wow, she must have been a great fighter to keep up with you.
I actually need to pee in, so I'm gonna take a little pee break, and I'll be back. the peak break. Okay. Whew. Yeah, she was tough. Told me she was amazing in the final battle. Had to defeat us, so I never got the chance to see her one last time. It was a choice I had to make, but it was harder to accept. So sorry, I didn't mean to bring down the mood. I'll just get to the important part. I saw her in saw her in a dream the past few nights. It felt surreal, like it was really her. She gave me a ride, and we traveled all around Natland together. We were both so happy.
Wait, now that you mention it...
Oh, is everyone gonna have some weird, strange dreams they had?
I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self. Brave and stern, always with that indescribable warmth. I've never had a dream that felt so real. Just like you said, it felt like I actually got to see her again.
So it wasn't just me.
Wait, you've had dreams too? Oh, don't tell Paimon you dreamt of your aphids or something.
It wasn't just them. Some of the Gramps and Grannies who looked after me were there too. Growing up, I could always hear a degree of guilt in the way they spoke to me. It's why they never asked anything of me. Why they gave me so much freedom. I never wanted things to be that way. But even in my own dreams, nothing changed. They sounded exactly the same, just like real life.
The same thing happened to me. I dreamt of Io's grandparents. Io? Oh, right, your Saurian companion. Io's grandparents fell to the abyss during the battle, so it's been really hard for him. He's barely been eating. I set up a tent near his home so I could be there for him. And I had a dream that his grandparents came back. I was so happy. In the dream, Io seemed like his normal self again. But it was only for a moment, and then I woke up. In real life, Io is still struggling. He barely sleeps or eats. But it's all right. I'll be there for him.
Okay, I guess she's not gonna say anything. Everyone's had a dream, including me. Could they be somehow?
Traveler? Chaska? Did you two... Oh, sorry, never mind.
When did this become story hour? Still, I have nothing to hide. I dreamt about Koichi. She told me I felt like a completely different person. She said I'm going down the right path, so she doesn't need to pick fights with me anymore. Maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi I saw was nothing like her real self. She would never say anything like that to me. It was a dream. Nothing more.
Sorry, I should have brought this up in the first place.
It's fine. I'm the one being a buzzkill.
Well, what about you, Traveler? Did you have a special dream?
Tell everyone about your dream, including the captain and the souls.
You're kidding. The captain?
Does that mean you have some kind of special connection to him?
No, of course not.
I mean, he did show us his face but they didn't show it on screen for the rest of us.
Maybe the traveler's dream is a different kind of phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Dude.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the Divine Throne. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory or the possession of an ancient name. In addition, the power of the Divine Throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their past selves. Even after the battle, that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The Traveler's dream is likely a different matter.
Something in the future?
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that what you're suggesting?
Knew it. We saw a vision of the future.
Yes, exactly.
So, the traveler saw the captain's future?
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be okay if I tried to take a look? If I can observe your soul, I can find out the key elements of the dream. You're thinking of the Dendro Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an Archon. Observing the dreamscape requires a ritual and can only reveal static images. We also need the full cooperation of the dreamer. Otherwise, the process could be used to violate the privacy of others.
I sense.
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What do you say, Traveler? Should we start the preparations?
I'm concerned about the captain.
Then I'll start getting ready. We'll carry out the ceremony somewhere else.
Somewhere private. Right, we'll do another roll, I guess. That's a no again. I'm gonna have a sneaky suspicion we're not gonna get her. It's always the case. The only time we've ever gotten an Archon on the first banner was the Dendro Archon. Everyone else except for Venti got on the second try. That's Bennett again. Alright. Still got 30 more tries. Also, we'll do it in between story bits. Right. Let's see what the future
I never knew
holds.
you could make it this way. This formula is new to me.
Your granny never taught you about incense making?
Incense is nice though.
No. She usually just lists off the ingredients and tells me to follow the formula.
Then you still have a lot to learn from her. All right, we're ready, Traveler. Once you head inside, you'll fall into a brief sleep. Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
That's right. Everything's all set.
So, you just need to take a nap? Sounds easy enough.
See you later, alligator.
Huh?
Huge cock. You sleep deep. I went too quick for me to read.
Here, have some water. It'll help to clear your head.
You're awake already, traveler? That was fast.
It felt like only a few minutes.
It was enough. What did you learn, Auroron?
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess me back at the ruin.
Ruins?
Huh? It was him? Guthred, right? The military doctor?
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were helping Ian-san. He was the one who developed the draft of lucidity, a drug that could help people with hallucinations.
I see. After the battle, I returned to my tribe and began searching through our records of the catastrophe 500 years ago. Even though my encounter with him was brief, I managed to track down some information. The record said he was cold and decisive. Like the captain, he was formidable in battle, but the two upheld very different ideas of justice.
So, he didn't have the captain's sense of honor?
That makes sense. The best partners are those who complement each other.
Wait, if there are records of all this, that must mean the captain was famous in that land.
Yes, but unless he brings up his past, few are likely to make the connection between a Fatui harbinger and Thrain, one of Natlan's legendary heroes.
Oh, is that his real name?
Guthred is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natlan is a pretty famous tribal legend. But there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to dream of someone you've never met. And yet, the figure in your dream looked exactly like him.
So maybe a vision of the future?
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the traveler saw was Guthred's soul.
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's no way his soul could have survived that long.
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom for a little bit.
And was chilled and had some tea.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The ruler of death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain, sometimes faint, sometimes strong.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthred's soul inside of him all along?
Good soul's inside of him.
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people shouldn't be able to carry the souls of others. It's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. The Lord of the Night's voice triggers a violent reaction in those with fragmented souls.
The captain didn't react at all.
I even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely in one piece.
The One Piece!
Maybe it has something to do with Guthred then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthred's soul is likely the key to figuring out the captain's true intentions.
I agree.
The captain never revealed anything to you? The two of you worked together for quite some time.
No, he rarely talked about himself. We were united in our efforts to save Natlan, but it never went beyond that.
Let's come back to this later. One final step, and we save Natlan for good. That must be I'll tell the officials at the speaker's chamber to monitor the captain. Nevertheless, I doubt his...
Oh, what?
Let's come back to this later. One final step, and we save Natlan for good. That must be our focus. I'll tell the officials at the speaker's chamber to monitor the captain. Nevertheless, I doubt his goal will interfere with our plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely up to something. But there are far more important things for Paimon to worry about. Like if Paimon had to rate her level of worry, the captain gets maybe 50 points. But considering the final battle, you two get at least 2,000!
In any case, conjecture will only get us so far. It might be more useful for you to ask the captain directly, Auroron. With any luck, he might just tell you the truth.
Doubt it.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you.
Don't tell me you haven't noticed his respect for you. The first of the Fatui Harbingers doesn't work with just anyone. Fortune favors the bold. So if you ask me, posing the question directly is the wiser choice.
I'm not so sure, but I'll give it a try.
All right, let's head back and enjoy the party.
Doing a roll. Right. Ooh, is it? Is it? Oh, is it's gonna be a weapon or something, isn't it? Ah,
Of Mondstadt.
yeah, it's
Not
D-Leaf.
interested in idle chit-chat. If you have things you want to get done, let me know.
Well, I don't have him, so that's still something at least. Well, I've still got 20 more rolls to go. 20, well, 10, 20. As far as it's, let's head back to this pie. Oh, or I can just fall off the edge. Return to everyone enjoying the.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone! As this gathering comes to a close, let's hear it for the Pyro Archon and the Traveler one last time!
Good luck.
You've got this!
For Natlan!
Not land.
Thank you, everyone. Today has meant so much to me. It's been a long time since I had the chance to truly relax.
Yeah, today was great.
Thank you very much.
Well, that concludes the send-off. Everyone is free to go. Any volunteers willing to stick around for cleanup, follow me!
Oh, I'm in.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of work to make up at the speaker's chamber.
Wait, what happened to taking a break?
There is no break from the responsibilities of an Archon. Anyone else heading to the stadium? We can go together.
Yeah, I'll come. There's a few things I want to pick up before I head home. No one really needs a peacemaker right now, so I think I'll spend some time with my parents.
Okay, see you soon!
Time for me to head back too. Oh, wait. I should stop by Aoife's place first. I need to make sure he's taking care of my radishes.
Of course you do. Well, safe travels.
I should get back. I should also get going. Bye for now, everyone.
Oh, wait! Paimon wanted to ask something. Where was the How this whole time?
Drunk. How not exactly a good party guest, unless you prefer pies with less food and more. So you put him in a timeout.
What goes around comes around.
I'll have to leave. I have no voice dialogues. So I was just in the front of the project. Going to. Good luck with the ancient name. I'm not sure if anyone knows this, but being the first of the name is a huge honor in Nutland. It comes with a lot of responsibility, but I'm sure your deeds will be. Okay.
Well, I guess I should head out too. It's gonna be super late by the time I get back. I think I'll go see Shilonin. She's probably done with your ancient name by now. I can check for you.
Soon? How so soon?
Yeah, Shilonin is an amazing engraver. She usually works really fast. But your ancient name is a special case, so I can't say for sure.
Well, we also don't have anything to do, so why don't we go together?
Sounds good.
Oh, it's okay. I'm not alone. Turbo Twirly's with me. Still, if you want to check on the progress, we should definitely go together. Getting an ancient name is such a special moment.
Woo, let's go!
Oh, sorry, just the way that popped into frame. The furnace thing.
Help! Someone save me!
I was right here. Okay. Oh, not so much drama. Oh wait, I forgot I got something new, didn't I? Because before I started the game, we got like a new set of wings. Oh, why don't I have these green ones in the Traveler?
Hey, remember when you first arrived in Natland? It was still light out, and we traveled on this road together. It was the day before the pilgrimage, and we met up with Kanich and Mualani.
Wow, feels like it was just yesterday.
We've had a lot of adventures.
Yeah, you saved me from the Night Kingdom. You helped us win that battle against the Abyss. And the final battle is just around the corner.
We set off to battle. Now you get to do the same.
Huh? Oh yeah, you're right. I was so nervous the night before the pilgrimage, but your words of encouragement made me feel a lot better. I slept so well that night, and earned the best score I've ever had in the pilgrimage. So, if you're nervous, traveler, maybe I can encourage you this time. I've learned so much from you, but I doubt I can return the favor.
Don't worry, I'm not nervous.
I knew it! I really look up to your bravery, traveler.
Do you think that thing on her forehead when she runs, does it slap her like backwards and forwards like?
Alright, let's keep going.
Okay. What the fuck is this? Why have I picked it up? Still got a ways off. That one's underground, so I want to go to this one then. I was thinking we might be glad to get the ancient name and maybe call it for today, because I can feel my energy going, to say the least.
Hey, this is where we met Toto, isn't it?
Yeah, but Toto probably won't won't be able to come back here for a while. During the battle, Toto refused to leave this place. Monsters started closing in and he got really injured. But an amazing doctor saved his life! The doctor said he refused to leave because of his territorial instincts. I have a different idea, though. Toto is a gentle creature. He's not aggressive or territorial. He loves his home and wants to share that with everyone in the area. I don't like conflict or violence either. Toto and I are similar in that way. But we want to protect the things we love from being destroyed. So, we chose to fight. Love is an extremely positive and powerful emotion, but sometimes it comes with pain. That's what my dad always says. Now I finally understand what he meant.
You and Toto are both very brave.
It's alright. This will all be over soon. The fact that I was born in this era, that I got to meet legendary heroes like you and our Archon, actually makes me feel really lucky. I've always wanted to see what Natlan would be like without the Abyss. And now, that day is just around the corner. I know you two can win this.
Yeah, it's time to get this over with. We've still got a long journey ahead of us.
Thank you too.
Come on, we're almost there.
Ugh. As we're doing a bit of like reminiscing before getting to the name. Thank God for the fast travel points though. Ooh, it's the thing we met at the start of the game. Start of this area, not the, I think. Is it the same one?
Wait, that's Hanwi.
I don't know.
Hey, Hanwi, what are you doing here? Oh, let me introduce you. This is Aya's mom. Hello.
Hello. So I just wish she went, hello. I think that's hello.
Oh no, you seem worried. Is something wrong? She left. Come on, let's follow her. She's really freaking out. What's going on?
Oh, little baby one.
Oh, it's because of Io. Aw, still no change, huh? Poor thing.
It's raining.
Oh, right. You said Io's grandparents died in the battle.
Yeah. When the Abyss attacked, Io's entire family fought to defend our tribe. Io's parents made it through, but his grandparents weren't so lucky. The whole family was really close, and now Io barely sleeps or eats. All he wants to do is look for them.
Oh.
Maybe he thinks his grandparents are still out there somewhere, but there's no bringing them back. Hey, Io. It's me. Feeling any better? I brought some steak for you. I know it's your favorite, and it's still warm. Want some?
Where should keep the bloody thing? Oh.
Nope. It's like he doesn't even know I'm here.
Traveler, doesn't this situation remind you of abyssal corrosion syndrome?
Kind of.
Huh? What's abyssal erosion syndrome. According to the captain, it's a kind of mental disorder that results from abyssal contamination, even after its power has been purified. It can cause hallucinations, mental breakdowns. It's really dangerous. That does kind of sound like what's happening to Io, but I don't think he was contaminated by the abyss. It's hard to say for sure. Still, abyssal power was everywhere during the battle. Maybe it affected him indirectly. It's possible.
We have a few dozen of them.
Yeah, that medicine was really effective against the worst cases. Since we don't have any other options, should we give it a try? Okay, but just a small amount. Since it was developed for humans, it might have a different effect on a Saurian. Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Oh, Palmon's giving the medicine, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, he's all chipper now. Oh.
You're okay? I'm so relieved! Thank you so much! That medicine is amazing!
I think they're saying thank you as well.
Done eating, Io? Then you should get some rest. You've barely slept these past few days.
Okay.
Okay. You're full of energy, aren't you? Fine, I won't nag you. Just don't overdo it. Thank you so much, you two. You helped save Io. Could you share some of that medicine with me? I want to be able to help someone else if I were to run into a similar situation. Of course. You know, I used to take a lot of things for granted. Growing up, it's easy to think that everything around you will just exist forever. But the battle taught me that very few things in life are permanent. Like this path, for example. It's the same one we walked before, but now the view is completely different. It makes the things we love even more precious. So, I want to do as much as I can to defend my family and friends, so I can move forward without regrets.
I feel the same way.
Actually, that's something I learned from you. You really taught me a lot.
I'll give you you give me too much credit.
Yeah, you're so talented and strong. Practically a star pupil. Really? So you think I'm doing a good job? I've been a good disciple? Or a student?
How about
Or,
friend?
Thank you. I won't let you down. I'll train even harder tomorrow. All right. We're not far from the tribe. Let's go. Bye, Io. Bye, Hanwi. Bye, Onpeo.
I can already feel my energy going. Like I'm still going to record. I think we'll do the last two. Well, basically two poll pulls, and I think we'll call it for today. We can continue this another day. That's obviously a 9. Fucking Bennett again. Okay. Last one. Gonna be it? Is it gonna? That's a no. It's gonna be Bennett again, isn't it? Fucking... Oh, it's that. Right. Yeah, because we're still far from points to do another 10 pool. Yeah, okay. I want to at least get the ancient name thing, but I can feel myself going. We need to manage to do at least 3 hours. Hang on, let me just. I don't know, I'll go with this. Just. Yes. Go. Okay. Well, I don't know if we'll continue this tomorrow because I said that I was expecting the call. Oh, I forgot about that. That's that. Nope, that's that. It's like the damn right. I'm talking about Sonic. There we go. No, that's not it. God damn it. Select it. There we go. Right. I think it might be a good idea to use the next couple of days to rest and try and get over the cold. So I think the next stream will probably be Saturday. I think depending on how I feel, I'm not going to overdo it. I just really because I want to at least do this stream for first stream of the year. I did. Hopefully, the doctors can get to the bottom of this, and I'm back to hopefully normal sleeping, and we can kick ass 2025, and we'll see how this year goes. Always say, just always hope for the best, and I guess prepare for the worst. But I don't know. I know people say this every year, but maybe this year might be different. Maybe. Let's hope so, at least. But with that aside, appreciate everyone who stopped by. Hope you have a good rest of the day, and Happy New Year. And I'll see you Saturday. And obviously, the schedule should be back to normal, because by next week, my shifts at work will be back to normal as well.